Hello, and welcome to the Creative Mindset Podcast. This is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I'm thrilled to welcome you. I do want to let you know that these episodes, these last few and the next few, are going to be very raw, very real, very unedited, because I'm recording them into my phone. I will be very honest with you. The reason I'm saying that is because, sometimes you get this production with the music and all this other stuff. None of that's happening right now because I am moving in the process over these next few days of moving to New York, and everything is put away. So I have no equipment with which to do pretty much anything. So instead of trying to do all of that, I decided, okay, I am going to just talk to you. And for the next few, if you have things you'd like me to address, say an episode here or an episode there, please get in touch and let me know. I'd love to hear about it. In the meantime, I want to talk to you about getting your stuff done. I actually am starting a mastermind where I'm going to be working with 6 people to help them get their stuff done over the next 6 months. Whatever it is that they want to do, I'm going to be there to coach them and guide them and provide ideas, principles, tips, and techniques on how to get your stuff done. And I might write a book about what we do afterwards, because I think it's important. There's so much stuff to do any minute of any day that it becomes overwhelming, and then you end up with this, well, I didn't get anything done because there's just so much, and all I can think to do is sit on my butt and kind of stare into space because there's just too much stuff. So I believe in a couple of different methods to combat that. One, you got to break things up into manageable chunks, okay? And I follow the rule of 3 threes. I don't work on more than 3 projects a day, and I don't do more than 3 things per project. That's how I look at it, okay? It's actually, I know it sounds probably a little weird, but it's the best way that I've noticed, that I've figured out, to making it work. Because otherwise, you start jumping from project to project, and you don't know which is when and how to do what, and it makes you bananas. And that's not good. It's not helping you at all, right? So instead of doing that to yourself, look at it differently, okay? The next time you feel that, well, I can't get anything done thing, take a piece of paper, write down the number 1 at the top left, then a few lines later, write down number 2, and then a few lines later, write down number 3. And next to the 1, write down 1 project you want to work on. It might be cleaning the kitchen. It might be finishing your PowerPoint presentation. It might be washing your car. I don't know. Whatever project it is, write it down. Just 1 project. And then write 3 things underneath that project. Let's say it is cleaning the kitchen. We're going to go with that. So you're going to need to clean the kitchen. What are 3 things you need in order to make sure the kitchen is clean? Well, you might need to load the dishwasher. That's 1. You might need to scrub the sink. That's 2. And you might need to take out the trash. That's 3. And you know what? Do those 3 in the order that you write them down, and then do not think about the kitchen at all the rest of the day. That project is done for today. Because the guilt associated with not getting more stuff done is going to make you bananas. So don't feel guilty. The next time you start feeling guilty, remind yourself, Isolde said, I don't have to feel guilty about this because I've done my 3 things. Now, guilt is a waste of energy, and I think you know that, but still, it bears repeating. If you spend your time feeling guilty, you will spend time and energy on nothing, because guilt does nothing to help you. The only thing it does is waste your energy that you could be putting to better use. So release guilt and instead embrace the 3 threes. Once you've gotten that project written, write a second project. Let's say it is washing your car. Okay, well, maybe you don't even get to washing your car today. Maybe you have to clean out the stuff in your car first, right? And that becomes, you can even make that 2 of them, right? You can remove the recycling and remove the trash. That's 2 parts of that project. And the third one could be wiping down the windows. So you don't have to do the entire project all today. You will have a lot of it done though. You will have gotten the trash removed, the recycling removed, and you will have cleaned out the windows. And tomorrow, you can do the rest. And that can be another project. So instead of going, I have to do everything all at once and it's too much and I'm overwhelmed, instead, you allow yourself the opportunity to do it differently. You break it down and do it in manageable chunks. And the third project would go the same exact way. Do it only so that you release yourself from feeling guilty and so that you get to accomplishing things. And here's the best part, or at least it's the best part for me. When I accomplish something on my list, I take great pleasure in taking the biggest, broadest Sharpie marker or some other kind of marker I have and putting a big old check mark next to what I've just finished. It is a beautiful thing to do. You just finished. Period. Done. And when you put that little check mark on there, it's incredible. It feels great, and it is great because it allows your subconscious to know, aha, that one is finished. I don't have to think about it anymore. And then you write down the next 3 projects the next day, and you do the same thing. And slowly and surely, you will get done what you need to get done. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I'm going to be talking a lot more about getting your stuff done in the coming weeks because I think it's an important topic. We're all facing overwhelm and burnout, and this is a way to combat that. Breaking it down into those manageable chunks and doing it so that you feel good about what you've achieved instead of terrible about all that you haven't achieved. I hope that you've enjoyed the episode, and if you like it, please rate and review the podcast and tell your friends. Until next time, I send you all of my love.